everybody, it's Christine. Time for a scrapbook process video. And what I have here is 4 pictures from when we went to Nashville for Christmas last year. So this was, I made a comment not too long ago. I was scrapping my DC stuff and I thought, I don't think I ever finished my Nashville trip, and I haven't. So I pulled these out. We were actually in a little town. Oh God, I'll have to look it up. But it was a little town. They had a bunch of little Christmassy stuff. I actually took a picture. There was the Christmas vacation car was in it. That little town. I need to do a layout with that one because I thought that was so funny. But anyway, these ones, there was just this ginormous Christmas tree in the middle of town. And we took some kind of neat pictures, you know, with this angle and stuff going on. And so I have 4 pictures. And then I have the Scrap Room Flavors of the Month from December. And it has the Pink Fresh Happy Holidays. And I like it a lot because of this here, because I think that looks really cool, that tree. So I'm going to use that side. We have some pretty stars. This right here, I don't think this is going to work. I don't know. I'm going to think about that one. And then this really pretty little plaid with some snowflakey things. I don't think I'm going to use the snowflakes unless I end up mounting the photos in some of that. But that's the 3 sheets of paper. And then there's the white cardstock, of course. Well, I say of course, they give you different colors, but in this one it's white. And then I have little baby bits of ephemera here that I think, like there's some enamel dots. This is really cute. I think that looks good with my shirt. Not sure about that, but this one looks good. There's a little stocking. I mean, honestly, this is all Christmassy stuff. So I can probably make any of it work. Oh, look, there's a tree. Yay. The house is kind of cute. I might still be able to use it. I mean, technically, I'm not at a house, but there's like a little town and a little ornament. So that's what we have to work with. And if I have to, I do have other Christmassy things that I can pull out. So let me get to, I think I'm gonna have these going a row across. So let me kind of start messing around with this. And then once I get some papers cut and all that, I'll come back on. I have to think about the mixed media, y'all. I've had some rough run of lucks here lately. So let me think about that one. But anyways, I'll be back on shortly. Okay, gang, I have decided to be brave and use the piece of paper that I consider probably the toughest to use, which is the one with the design around the outside edges. It's got the leaves and the berries and whatnot, because I just thought, you know what, Christine, just jump out there and just do it. So I've got that, and then I've decided I'm going to make this green tree piece be kind of a big block. And I'm going to end up cutting that in half, by the way, behind. I'll make another couple pieces here, but because it's not going to be quite long enough that I just cut there. But that's okay, because you can't tell when I cut it behind the other piece. But anyway, so I'm going to make this one here. I honestly do not know why I'm writing that little piece of pencil there. Oh, why was I doing that, y'all? I cannot remember. Was I thinking I might do mixed? Oh, I know what I thought I might do. I thought I might gut it because I was thinking there's a pretty yellow star paper on the back. And I thought, well, maybe I could map my photos, but there's just not going to be any possible way that was going to work. So initially I thought I might gut it, and then I changed my mind. So that's why I was like, what was I doing, y'all? Oh my gosh. It's funny how throughout a process, you're kind of just working and being creative, and you completely forget sometimes your original thoughts, or shoot, sometimes I forget my thoughts I actually execute on. Then I thought maybe I would mat the photo on this little blue snowflake paper, but then I thought, no, I'm not going to mat it, but I will make like a little, it's a kind of a block mat in the sense like all 4 photos are going to go on it, but I'm not going to individually mat it. So I cut this to go kind of across this green block here, which is what I mean, like, I didn't really quite make it tall enough in the end, so I ended up having to split it, but that's okay, because like I said, you can't even tell once I do this. I'm going to end up making that taller, by the way. Not by a lot, just enough. But I thought, okay, maybe I'm, like I said, kind of put them here, and then I thought, well, I'm going to end up matting these photos on white cardstock, and then just kind of roughing up the cardstock. But that's, I was kind of playing with the order of the pictures too, and that's not the order it ends up on. I end up with the 2 tall, like, looking from the bottom up tree pictures on the outside edges, and then the 2 of me and my daughter on the middle. But I think at the moment I'm just really actually looking at this for size. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to use this little plaid paper here, and I'm going to end up putting that on top and bottom as well. So I'm just kind of sizing this up, and then I'm going to end up splitting it in half as well. So I'm going to set all this aside. Oh, this is where I realized that you're not tall enough, so I cut this in half so I could kind of put on the top and bottom. Now I end up using just double-sided tape to attach all these 2 pieces here, and then the snowflake, and then the plaids and stuff. In a moment, you'll kind of see all the layers, but you can kind of see the papers I'm using at the moment. So I need to look that town up, y'all. It's outside of Nashville. We did have a rental car, so we did drive, and I don't remember it being more than about 20 minutes. It wasn't very far, but my daughter had found it. I don't know if it was TikTok or something, but she'd found this little town's name and that they had, really pretty Christmas decorations. So we did get there, and I think we got hot chocolate once we got there. And then like I said, they had this really big, giant Christmas tree, and we just walked around and looked at the Christmas decorations. Unfortunately, it was kind of late in the afternoon because I think it was the day we arrived, as I recall. And so we typically fly out in the morning and we'll get somewhere, and it's usually kind of early to late afternoon. And I think they were actually everything was kind of closing up. So we didn't get to see tons of stuff on the inside of the little town, but it was very cute. And like I said, I think my favorite thing was if you've watched Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase, they take this car and they go get this Christmas tree. Y'all, I'm not going to lie, that's one of my favorite movies. It's not my favorite. My favorite is A Christmas Story. And we know that I'm not going to tell you we know all the lines by heart, but we know quite a bit of them. And that's kind of a tradition for us to watch it on Christmas Eve. And there is usually some channel that's got it as a marathon. So we'll watch A Christmas Story. But probably a very close second is A Christmas Vacation. I'm not a fan of The Vacation as a franchise in a sense. I think the first one's really funny. And I think Christmas Vacation is really funny. And I'm sorry if I'm hurting anybody's feelings. That's not my intention, but I just don't care for the rest of them that much. Those are the only two I really like. And I will watch that Christmas Y'all, that lights, when he puts all them lights on the house. Oh my gosh, that's just too funny. I'm just tickling myself thinking about it. Okay, so I'm going to shut up about the movies, and I'm going to talk about the layout here. So I've got the pictures all glued down. I did scuff the edges of the white cardstock. I did put the picture of me and my daughter that's kind of in the front, kind of in your face there. It's up on foam. And then I'm going to take all this ephemera, and y'all, I use every stinking bit of it. I'm just kind of making it go. I got the house. I did really like that, actually. And then the little tree. And then I decided to stick the little hot cocoa. He's on there, too. And then I kind of made the little pieces dangle down. All my little dangle pieces, they kind of come down. And then the upper right up there, I did put the snowflake and the little snow globe. And I really like that little Merry and Bright. That's really cute. I guess the title, I can't decide if the title, I kind of have two titles. I got Merry and Bright, and I've got Christmas Wishes. So it could go either way. And either one kind of doesn't hurt my feelings. I got to figure out what to entitle it, though, because I could put on the YouTube title here. But I did put foam up underneath the tree. I put foam up underneath the little ornament that's kind of in the middle on its little bottom. And then I put a little foam up underneath where it says Christmas, the little banner part that's under Christmas. And that's all the foam. Oh, and then, of course, the picture that I mentioned. So I do a little bit of that just to kind of give stuff dimension. I will pull out the little green enamel dots. And I'm kind of tucking these in. I'm trying to use that one on top of that hole that's in the joy tag because I didn't want to put string or nothing, so I'm just using that. And then I'm going to just do 3 little clusters of the green dots. So I will have 3 little dots left over, so they'll just go back in my stash. I almost hate to do that since I used every bit of the ephemera, but it's okay. Green dots are still good. So I stick those around, and then I will in a second decide, well, I probably should put at least the date on this darn thing. So in a moment, I'm going to grab my little T-square ruler. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but I did manage to glue down my little big photo block thing a little bit crooked. But you know what? When I do stuff like that, if it's not just terrible, see, here's where I'm checking it. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I think it's a little bit off. But I'm going, you know what? It's handmade. It's okay. And nobody else is going to notice except probably me. And then now that I've told y'all. But I did decide to just draw a few little black lines here with my Muji pen. And I'll just write, we did a little mini photo shoot in front of the Christmas tree 2021. I may still come in here. I don't know. I have to figure out where I could put it and put the little town name. I might write it on the back because that's fine too. But I just kind of write my little bit of journaling here. I'm kind of proud I did that. I'm not always good about it. I was actually just looking through a bunch of layouts thinking I needed to sort them. And about half of them, I didn't have the year on there. I was just like, Christine, you're so goofy. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do the layout. I decided against mixed media because I liked it how it was. So here's my slowdown. You can kind of see the little dimensions there. I really like how that turned out. And I am really proud I used that piece of paper that I think could have been challenging with the outside border print there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Bye.